KART-AfrofishOG.
What's going on, everyone? It's Taylor here from AfrofishOG, and today we are going back again into every Mario Kart 8 Deluxe course ranked. This is part 5. So we are doing 48 to 30. What is that? Oh my gosh, I cannot do math right now. 36. Excuse me, 36. So 48 to 36. We'll be checking these out, and if it goes longer, maybe it'll go a little bit longer. But hopefully you guys have been enjoying these. I've been enjoying making them. So we'll probably jump into this one. We'll see what it's all about. But at least Cheese World's not number 1.
You guys ever go to the airport and think, yeah, this is cool and all, but when will I be able to drive through this place? Oh, finally. Sunshine Airport.
That's a good one, actually. I'm actually happy that you put this up here. I think this is one of the original tracks from 8. I like this one a lot.
That title, first of all. A cute reference to the opening cutscene of Super Mario Sunshine where they're on a plane. Second, this is a damn fun course. Dodging shipping crates, plane tires, going through a plane, seeing a plane take off. Basically, this is Calamari Desert for people whose trains are planes. It's a really neat and creative theme, though it's not the most interesting layout, and I also kind of wish we didn't spend so little time inside the actual airport. Like, airports are really cool. You can go through little security gates, pass by different terminals where you see little toads waiting to board. You guys ever been to O'Hare in Chicago? They have this sick-ass moving walkway that helps you get from one terminal to another quickly. It's like an escalator, but completely flat, and it's awesome. It even has cool lights and everything. That's the sort of thing this course could have used. I don't know. I just didn't get enough airport in this airport-themed course.
I will say, though, the best map ever when it comes to an airport is Terminal from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Don't at me.
This theme could have easily lent itself to a 3-section course rather than 3 laps. As is though, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. It even has random intercom voice lines I've never heard during normal gameplay.
This is the final boarding call for Boomerang Bros International Airlines, Flight 117A to Sweet Sweet Canyon, departing from Gate 3.
They really went all out with this one.
Your mama is so...
I will say, though, the one thing I definitely did enjoy about that one is it's a really cool aesthetic. But he's right. I actually wish there was actually more sprints. I wish there were more like 3-section sprint courses, because I personally love those ones.
Stupid! She went to Bangkok to get a TIE fighter!
Bangkok Rush is one of the stronger and more interesting city courses, in my opinion. It offers alternate elevated paths on the first and third laps, a cool section where you glide past the pointy building that I definitely know the name of, this turn right before the third lap that you're able to cut even without a mushroom. Is that like a mistake or something? Because usually these shortcuts you need a mushroom for, but I guess this one is fine without one. Okay. Also, I don't know why this is the city they decided to put a parking garage in. Like, yes, that's exactly what I think of when I picture Bangkok. But it makes for a satisfying drift and culminates with these marketplace stalls you can bounce off of. Great stuff! I think this is a pretty unique and fun city track. It still has a...
I got not much to say on this one. These are actually just pretty decent. For being a tour one, I actually don't mind it.
Couple of boring roads where not much happens, but there's enough variety to offset that.
This castle is now closed.
Alright, let's get this out of the way right off the bat. Yes, they removed the Peach's Castle Easter egg in Royal Raceway. You can't drive up to it anymore. Is this the biggest tragedy of our time? Yeah, probably, but at least the course is still really good without it. I find it fascinating that such a relatively simple...
God, this fucking course is so good. I love some of the retro courses, and this is one of by far my favorites.
Full course layout and theme is more or less unanimously agreed to be pretty good, and I can't really argue with that. It's just a good time. You can hold drifts for an insanely long time, which is really satisfying. Gliding past the hot air balloons and hearing the ringing bells is really fun, and the last few turns are solid as well. It's a basic but pretty fun course. Though maybe it could have been A tier if you could still go near the castle or whatever.
Suavemente.
Madrid Drive has what a lot of the other tour cities are sorely lacking: variety. So many unique locations, from this art museum with piranha plants that pop out of paintings, to a big wiggler perfect for driving by on Wiggler Wednesday, to a soccer stadium that far outshines the other sports arenas since the soccer balls here are obstacles, and they're being kicked by the shoe Goombas. That's a cool detail. This course never dwells on any one gimmick, and it gives you a lot to work with theme-wise.
I might have to give this one a second look, because just looking at this right now, maybe I did go like too harshly on some of them. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like maybe not all of them are bad. I don't know. I think I had just a bias towards them, but looking at this one, it's actually pretty good.
Almost like you're on an actual tour of Madrid. Oh, that's why it's called Mario Kart Tour. Wow! All of this is really accentuated by the music. The Spanish guitar suits the setting so perfectly, and it sounds fantastic. Parts of the track are just road, sure, but other parts are a hell of a lot more interesting than most of the other European track offerings. I like this one. It's pretty neat.
Alright everyone, chill.
You know, I had my issues with Moo Moo Meadows and Grumble Volcano being the only Wii courses in the original Wii U version of Mario Kart 8, but while there were better picks they could have gone with, at least those two are fun courses in their own right. And, you know, there could have been worse picks from Wii. Now with Double Dash on the other hand, the only two retro courses we got originally were Dry Desert and Sherbet Land. The two worst courses from that game. Are you kidding me? Are you out of your mind? They could have brought back Wario Coliseum, Mushroom City, Bowser's Castle, or Rainbow Road, all of which never got remade before. But instead, they picked the two courses I hate the most from that game. Nothing has changed in terms of my disdain for Dry Desert, and I don't expect anything to be different for Sherbet Land. Huh. I guess this version is a lot less slippery to drive on, so that's pretty nice. Oh, and the freezies don't encase you in a block of ice anymore. That's very convenient, actually. You know, the atmosphere is rather lovely in this version compared to the original. Wait, they added optional underwater paths? That's not necessary at all, but they're kinda cool. Hold on, is that a hidden glider ramp? That's awesome. I'll definitely keep that in mind next time I play this course. Wait, next time? I actually want to play this course again?
I actually didn't mind this course. I can't really complain. It's not bad. It's actually really pretty, but I wish they'd bring back that, what's it called? Snowfall Frappe or Frappe? If you remember the one for the N64, I don't know if they ever brought that one back.
But it's Sherbet Land! It was so awful in Double Dash, but now it's good? Like, they added so many cool elements and took out everything that made it annoying? It's not a top tier course or anything, but wow, they actually did it! They made me like playing on Sherbet Land! This game is a miracle worker, like how do they manage that? I guess it's the price to pay for how much I hate Toad's Turnpike now. A soul for a soul.
Cock-a-doodle-doo! The cow says boo!
As a Mario Kart Wii child, I was pretty disappointed when I got my hands on the base Wii U version of this game, and realized that not only were there only 2 remakes of Wii courses, but one of them was Moo Moo Meadows. Are you kidding me? What a waste! There are so many bangers that didn't make it in initially, like DK Summit, Wario's Gold Mine, Moonview Highway, Toad's Factory, and instead I'm stuck with Moo Moo Meadows? Then I actually played it and really enjoyed myself, so that kinda shut me up. It also helps that 8 did eventually get all those courses I listed. Well, all except one. Can you guess which one it was? Okay, but Moo Moo Meadows though. This version is awesome. It's graphically gorgeous now with an amazing sunrise skybox, one of the most improved music tracks compared to its original, a glider ramp, trick opportunities off the mole paths, and it's still got cows. They didn't forget the cows. That's important. Yeah, this is excellent. A really fun remake of a relatively unexciting original course, making for my favorite opener in Shell Cup history. Not that that's really saying much, but hey, I would come up with a cameo.
I will say that I think this was a good one. I think this was like I enjoy it whenever when I play Mario Kart. When I think of Mario Kart, this is one of the tracks that come to my mind, especially with the new one. I didn't think it was nothing amazing. I think it'd be just a solid B tier, nothing great.
Transition, but I'm kind of just mesmerized by how perfect the thumbnail for this course is. Look at that cow. Beautiful. Anyway, here's Shintos.
When Mario isn't risking his life running from bullet bills, lava traps, spikes, and terrifying enemies named Spike, he's at Moo Moo Meadows, where the only thing he'll be running from is his taxes. This track is the epitome of less is more. You don't ever
Mario tax evasion.
need to stop and say, where the hell do I go? All you have to do is enjoy the fantastic tunes, touch some damn grass, and let the cows guide you. S tier. I don't even know if I'm allowed to rank it that high.
I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
Yes, I'm someone who likes the Animal Crossing track better than Hyrule Circuit. Yes, we exist. I'll fully admit that Animal Crossing is probably one of the least exciting Nintendo franchises to turn into a racetrack, and yet, in spite of there definitely being better options, this one really works. It's nice to see villagers cheering you on from the sidelines. The item boxes showing up as balloon presents was a brilliant idea. There are money rocks, bells in place of coins, unique music after you finish the race, and even Rossetti is here as an obstacle on the track. Remember when he was important to Animal Crossing games? Ah, good times. It's a lovely course, and that's before we even get into the 4 seasonal variants of it, each with their own small changes and unique attributes. Like, that's an amazing detail. Oh yeah, I guess I better rank all the variants of this course, huh? Number 4, Autumn. Fall. My favorite season gets the weakest version, mainly because the music is just way too mellow for a race. Plus, the leaf piles don't have items in them like Maple Treeways piles, so like, what's the point? Still, it looks beyond gorgeous, especially with that skybox. Number 3, Winter. Probably the most gorgeous looking of them all, with unique snowman obstacles, only being held back by, again, too mellow of a music choice. It fits the lovely atmosphere, but spring and summer just have a much more suitable song for racing. Number 2, Summer. It's the default with nothing unique about it compared to the others, but again, high energy music. Number 1, Spring. Got that exciting music, plus some extra ramps to trick off of, and cherry blossom trees.
So I'm gonna be honest here. At the time of recording this, we're kind of in that spot where we're starting to finish up with the warmer weather and starting to go into the cooler. So like seeing spring and summer, I'm not gonna lie, is making me a little sad.
Just beautiful. Overall, a great track, no matter which version you're playing.
But 100%, this is a really good track. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's just a really cool. I do like the whole like spring, summer, fall thing. It's just, I don't know, it's just nice. It's kind of like the game itself. It's chill.
Dig it a ton. According to the schedule, there was supposed to be an item box right about now. Ooh, look at that! Someone's visiting the island. It's Miss Fushi.
My favorite course is Animal Crossing, a beautiful seasonal race through one of my most beloved series. When you select it, you randomly get a new time of year with special decor and effects. There's fruit that act as mushrooms to give you speed, and Rossetti, who takes the role of a Monty Mole. My favorite part is the scenery, though. The giant villager models and their homes make me wish I could slow down time and go on a walking tour instead of drive.
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Alright, so I never really got this. Why does the course that's supposed to be made of chocolate look like just regular dirt? But then Waluigi Stadium, which is supposed to be made out of dirt, looks like it's made of chocolate. I hope someone got fired for that blunder. Besides the fact that it suffers from Wave 1 ugliness.
I honestly, this is probably one of my favorite courses in N64. This also has one of my most infamous moments in any Mario Kart ever. And that was, I was in first place. I ended up jumping way too late at like the last section in the N64 version. And so I like hit the rock and so I fell. And then I got hit by a red shell. And it brought me back from first to fifth. And I was just like, yeah, no. I remember I just raged. I was a kid during the time.
I really like this new version of Choco Mountain. The cave and glider sections are unnecessary, but cute ways to vary the track design. There's now no risk of falling behind to an earlier part of the track at all. The hills at the end are fun to trick off of, and wow do I love this remix. One of the best updates to one of the best Mario Kart songs. Overall, a solid upgrade for a course I already really like. But man, I don't know, it just doesn't look as edible as the old versions. This is the driest looking chocolate I've ever seen, which I guess makes sense since the original course was made in 1996. I can't expect the chocolate to stay fresh after all those years. But like, again, I shouldn't want to eat the
1996. Holy shit, I feel old.
The dirt bike course more than the actual chocolate, you know? Country road. Much like DS Mario Circuit, Shroom Ridge was a DS course picked for the Booster Course Pass, not necessarily because it's a fan favorite, but because it's never come back, so let's give it a chance here. Well, the good news is, I already really liked Shroom Ridge, and it's the same here. It's a bit on the ugly, Wave 1 untextured grass side, and I guess they just forgot the original had cars going opposite directions on the two sides of the road. But otherwise, it's a great remake. The item boxes are really fun to collect because of the way they move on the course. There's an extra glider ramp and fan shortcut, and you can enjoy all this while listening to one of the most improved remixes in Mario Kart history. This absolute banger of a music track was always there. It just needed stronger instruments and the lack of DS audio compression, and bada boom, something I can listen to for hours. Overall, I love the new Shroom Ridge. Could be better, but still undeniably charming and cozy.
Yo, if you like the Shroom Ridge, let me know. I don't know any of that. Just let you know. No clue.
Oh my
Amen is tier. Let's do this.
God!
DS Wario Stadium is one of those remakes that's different from its original version, but not in a way that's necessarily better or worse. I mean, the overall flan color scheme is gone. That's worse. I also don't know why they added underwater to this one part. Like, at this point, it's starting to piss me off whenever I see completely unnecessary underwater additions to retro tracks. But they added a cool anti-gravity platform that really spices things up, on top of a glider segment that allows you to bonk your head on the finish line sign, and the return of a lot of boosts and ramps you love from the original. It's a pretty solid new version that's a cool update in a lot of ways, but the original certainly has its charm that isn't fully replicated. Overall, I like both versions about the same. I also find it funny that they brought this Wario Stadium back and skipped the N64 version entirely. Rest in hell.
Well, happy.
I don't know everyone's hate. Okay, I loved Wario Stadium. I don't know everyone's hate for Wario Stadium 64. I don't get it.
Australia Day to me.
Alright, yeah, I'll fully admit, Sydney Sprint is this high just because of the music. Like, this is one of my top 5 favorite songs in all of Mario Kart. I listen to it all the time. It's amazing. It doesn't even really sound Australian to me, though I don't exactly know what Australian music sounds like anyway, but whatever, this is an absolute jam. And unlike Ice Ice Outpost, which is really carried by its music, the good news is that Sydney Sprint is a pretty strong course in its own right. It's very vibrant looking with carnival-like surroundings. Plus, I like these turns, big metal ramps, and driving through the Opera House multiple times is pretty fun. This is easily one of my favorite city courses in the whole game. It probably should have been a high B tier, but like, holy shit, are you hearing this music? Nah, this spot is justified. Babies! Good news, Baby Park enjoyers! This course finally doesn't suck again! Hallelujah! But does this mean we're back to peak Baby Park? Or Baby Peak, if you will?
I'm gonna say no.
I love this course. I love this course. I love this course. It's chaos, man. It's chaos. Like, you can't hate these courses. This is where, like, this is where men get made. Men.
First, the positives. It's 7 laps yet again, thank God. Plus, it was a really smart decision to make this anti-gravity, since you're gonna be bumping up against other racers anyway. Now you're incentivized to do so, since you'll get a boost. With 12 players in close proximity, the item chaos is certainly back. It's still a fun, hectic time like no other in the game. But the original version is still better in my opinion. Those huge character items like the Bowser Shell and Big Banana are just irreplaceable. Plus, they could go over the barrier to the other side of the track, something items in this version can't do. Ultimately, this is a pretty good interpretation of Baby Park, and I always have fun on it, but it won't really replace what we lost. Holy shit, is it infinitely better than the DS version though. Alright, who wants the prestigious honor of talking about the esteemed and iconic course for babies? Looks like it's time to hear from Peanut Butter Gamer.
So Shay Frillis asked me to pick a Mario Kart track to talk about, and as an owner of an official real-life Mario Kart, my opinion is actually fact. Baby Park is the best map ever made! It's just a circle, that's it! You drive around over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's got the most annoying track layout in the game, it's got the most annoying music in the game, it's themed after babies who are annoying, and it's just overall the most annoying course in the entire game. But I am also annoying, and I've come to accept that. But if I'm being honest, the main reason I like it so much is it's the only map I can ever win. Borrow my pillow.
Holy shit. Alrighty, that was already up to 36, I guess. That was a lot faster than I thought. Tell me if you agree or disagree with his courses. I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. But with all that being said, be sure to check out the rest of my socials in the description below. I'm tired. Very tired. And I will catch you all in the next one.